All right, today we are going to do the Fibonacci on Bitcoin, and I'm going to start a series and do the Fibonacci's and price points and targets for a lot of different cryptos. Main reason is some people close to me have started investing in crypto or new to crypto, and I want to make sure that they know this information and know some really good price points to sell and just to understand the tool and support and resistance and all of that. So we're going to start with Bitcoin. All right, so we're going to take its most recent all-time high, which was back in 2021, probably right around November 21st, the peak of the bull run. So we'll take that, and then we'll go down to its lowest point, which was in the bear market of 2022, and you will start to see your price points. All right, so in the beginning of really 2023, we were around $15,000, and it has been going up all year. And you can see here, this is the support and resistance. This is basically the price is supported by a lot of people that bought at that price point, and they are not looking to sell below that and take a loss. So it sits, right around there, right? Support, resistance, all right here, right around that 28,000. Then we finally broke out. This is most notably with the speculation of the Bitcoin ETF. So we broke out, and look where it stopped. Right, that is where it is today. Is it went to the next Fibonacci at 36,000, and that's where it's sitting today. And if you've been keeping an eye on it, this is a monthly candle. So for the last month, it's been right around that point, and I am not surprised. We are facing some resistance at 36,000. I will also say there is resistance around 38, 39, 40 as well. And when we break through that, you would expect to hit 42,000, see if it can get past that, or it could come back down to 36. And if we were to lose that support, it wouldn't be a big surprise if it were to come back down to 28. So, these are your price points, right? Let's say you bought in, if you bought in around 15,000, just for an example, you would be looking at these and pick some points to sell, right? You may pick the 50%. That's 50% up to the all-time high. You bought at 15,000. You're like, when it hits like 42.3, I can take some profits, right? I wouldn't recommend selling your whole bag, but maybe you take 10%, right? As an example. The next price target you'd be looking at is the 618. That's 61% of the all-time high. It's around 48,000, right? This is the golden pocket. This is a good place to take profits. You are between 61 and 78% of the all-time high, and if you bought, kind of anywhere down here, you are in the profits, and it is a good place to take profits. All right, so then, we are anticipating after the Bitcoin halving and the 2025 bull run to get into some price discovery. So I want to show you those as well. All right. Sorry, let me just stretch this out. Get it on one screen. All right, so right here you have all of your different price points for Bitcoin based on the current data. So again, we are anticipating that it would surpass its all-time high. The next price point you'd be looking at would be right around 102,000. Next one you'd be looking at would be 155,000. We'll get into really good price discovery You could be all the way up to 208,000, and at the top of the Fibonacci chart, you have 241,000. So, a pro tip would be that whichever price target you do pick to sell at, whether it's down here or up here, might be a good idea to go just a little bit lower than that, just in case it doesn't, hit and hold that target, right? So maybe a couple percent, 5% lower than that is not a bad idea. All right, so again, I'm going to go through these, all of them, right? So we are currently sitting around 36,000. If we were to go down, you'd probably be looking around 28,000. If it were to not hold 28 and get below that, we'd be in some trouble, and it could go back to 15,000, which it was at the beginning of the year. Don't foresee that happening, but that is what this chart is designed for. So again, we're sitting around 36,000, no surprise. Next one would be 42, 48 and change. And then it's in the golden pocket between 48 and 57. You may want to take a few profits. You have your all-time high at 69,000, and then you pick up here. This is a solid choice to take some more profits. What I mean by that is set it up. If you have it on a exchange, such as Coinbase, you could just set it. Hey, I want to sell X amount of percent of my Bitcoin when it hits, let's just say, like 98,000. And you set it and forget it. And you wait for the Bitcoin halving and bull market, and you don't have to look at this every day, right? You have it set up, and then one day that money's going to be sitting in your Coinbase account during the bull run. All right, let's see. So I will take another minute, just in case you're not familiar with this chart. I really want to show you some examples of how the numbers really do respect this chart. So maybe let me give you maybe another example or two. So we'll go back. This is all the way back to 2017 here. So if you were to go back here and do this same chart, I'm going to need to stretch that out real quick so you can see it. But if you were looking at this all the way back in 2017, you can see that even when it ran all the way up in the 2021 bull run, look exactly where it stopped, right? It literally stopped. You would know that. You would have had that as a price point and not been shocked. And then when it started to drop, you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell here, right? And then it crashed all the way down to pretty much the 618. You also would not have been surprised. Now it did go all the way back up. This was in the middle of a bull run. Don't be surprised if during a bull run you see a drastic pullback. It happens. And then it went all the way up to its all-time high. And, it comes down here, somewhere right around that. Didn't get support, came crashing down to here, and then to here. And then you can just see it really respects these targets. The reason is this is what experts use. This is what the people who have a ton of money in crypto use and make decisions based off of what this chart says. It's not a coincidence that they're respecting these lines. That's when people are buying and selling. And if a lot of people have money in at a certain price point, typically not going to sell. It's gonna, even if it comes crashing down, it's gonna stop right here, right? Because a whole bunch of people have money in, and they're gonna wait for it to go back up. So, all right, let me do one more example there. Let me see. We've kind of already looked. Sorry, we have already looked at this, but I'll zoom in on it a little bit. All right, so this is a weekly chart, and I'm going to just zoom in on an area. Let's see. We'll just pick a random area. Right, so right? It was down here, it worked its way up and respected the 236 at 28,000, right? And then you had some consolidation, tried to break out again. It couldn't get up to the next one. You have some consolidation, dropped a little bit below, consolidation, then boom, all the way up to where we are today. And this chart, I believe, is still current, right? This is basically the exact same numbers that I just went over, and so you can see it. But anyway, I'm going to stop there. This is Bitcoin Fibonacci and price targets with support and resistance. And thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like this and share it.